10 tonight with a railroad strike potentially days away. Congress moved to hold it off today. It's all ahead of a December 9th deadline when the unions threaten to strike. If that strike happens, there could be lasting effects on the economy, both nationwide and here at home. Ian Russell spent the day figuring out what those issues could be and has the details.
A vein of the nation.
Somewhere around 30% of all freight, depending how you measure it, does go through rail.
About to come to a screeching halt.
And if a major component like rail is shut down, that can be losses of a lot of money and a lot of goods that aren't going through, and people that might be out of work because of that as well.
So what's causing this? On Tuesday, the Biden administration called for Congress to intervene in ongoing contract disputes, something that railroad unions say doesn't help. We reached out to Union Pacific in North Little Rock, who said in a statement, quote, "The railroads remain willing to enter into agreements, and that if they couldn't reach a deal, then a strike is likely and Congress may need to intervene." That statement goes on to say, if there is no resolution this week, we will begin the necessary steps to prepare for a safe and orderly shutdown. While the House has now moved forward on a bill avoiding a strike, there are still questions looming. What happens if we actually see a shutdown?
Even being shut down for a day is a problem, and even if the strike doesn't happen, they have to start shutting things down, even with the potential for a strike.
Dr. Jeremy Horpdahl is an economist at UCA, and put it bluntly, any amount of time without trains moving is an issue.
Estimates I've seen where they say about $1 billion a day of economic impact. That I think those are probably in the ballpark of what it would be.
Not just for the country, but Arkansas as well.
When you have backlog in inventory from an economic perspective, that also potentially creates the potential for layoffs as well.
Dr. Bruce James at Philander Smith is also keeping an eye on this and says this is one more thing that Arkansans may have to worry about.
Which basically means if you look at what happens to us, basic consumer goods such as food, there's going to be a huge impact on prices just in that area alone.
And while we may not know if a shutdown will actually happen, there is one thing that's certain. The effects of that could stick around for a while.
How much the supply chains work well most of the time. It's only when they're not working that we might notice a lot of these bad effects.